You may be wondering, what are Uniramia? Well, Uniramia are a group of arthropods that include insects, millipedes, and centipedes. A distinct feature that all Uniramians share is that their legs have only one branch, or Uniramius appendages. There are three classes of Uniramia. There are the centipedes, which are part of the Chiplopoda class, the millipedes, which are part of the Diplopoda class, and then the insect, which are part of the Insecta class. First, let's talk about the millipedes. Millipedes have round and flattened heads with a powerful jaw structure called maxillae. These maxillae are modified for injecting venom into prey to paralyze or even to kill it. As you can see in this picture, they have claw-like pincers called forceps. Many people confuse the forceps as the mouth, but really they are the first set of legs and are also used to secrete venom. Some of the species have weird clusters of eyes, as well as the Diplopoda class, but even if they don't, it doesn't affect them much since they can only perceive darkness and light just as you would if you close your eyes and stare at the sun. As for reproduction, millipedes reproduce by the male giving the female a spermatophore and is then transferred to the female ovipore. Once she lays her eggs, the mother protects them from predators and fungi using her legs to cradle them. When they are born, the mother either takes care of them or the babies will kill her. The Diplopoda class are the centipedes. Depending on the species, they may live up to more than 10 years. Like the millipedes, centipedes reproduce using male spermatophores. The difference, though, is that they use gonopods, which are modified legs that allow them to transfer sperm to the female. The centipede lives in caves and moist areas due to the fact that they lack a waxy cuticle, therefore more subjected to water loss. A cool feature they all have are these extensions on the side of their bodies that serve as to help hold on safely into cracks, make it hard for predators to eat it, and to protect their legs. It's basically an armor for them. Another defensive mechanism they do is to roll up in a ball and only show their hard exoskeleton. They have two pairs of legs rather than one, like the millipedes, because each fused pair of segments is created by two embryonic segments. They have numerous segments ranging from 10 to hundreds. Its head has 7 to 8 segments and a pair of sensory organs to the side of their antennae. Some Uniramia even have interspecies interactions like the centipede with moths. The moths attach themselves to the centipede and serve as a camouflage from predators. This is an example of mutualism. Insecta class have three main parts: the head, the thorax, and the abdomen, and have three pairs of legs, a pair of eyes, and antennae. Insects have exoskeletons that protect their body. It is made of the epicuticle, which is a waxy, water-resistant outer layer, and a procuticle that contains chitin and hardened protein. In this class, there are millions of different species and orders taking over more than half of the whole animal population. Many features that these animals have vary on the type of species. Most insects walk, lots of them fly, and some can live in the water for part of their lifetime. Lots of the insects are able to camouflage into their surrounding. It can also appear to be inedible objects. An example are species that make their body look like other animals that might help in protecting it. The longhorn beetle looks a lot like a wasp, so many animals don't attack it. Insects are the only ones that evolved to be able to fly out of all the invertebrates. The formation of the insects begins either in an egg or as a larvae. The most popular is the egg and is enclosed by a shell. The female reproductive system in insects has ovaries, while the male reproductive system are the testes. Some female insects are actually able to reproduce without the fertilization of the male, and some insects can have both male and female reproductive organs. All insects have to go through a stage called metamorphism. In metamorphism, the insect changes and outgrows its exoskeleton. This means that the insect exits its old cuticle and hops out of it, giving it a whole new different structure. The process when they grow are a series of molts. A complete metamorphosis, or holometabolism, is when the insect changes in 4 stages. An example of this is a butterfly. They start as eggs, then larvae, then the chrysalis stage, then a beautiful adult butterfly.